table. Pito sits at the top, just the one loss. As you can see, there's a few players there who have lost just 2. SVB. Very easy match. His last match against Jason Shaw. But do we win in this match really against Dong Kok Kwang?
This is close, this leg right here. Like really close. I'm going to give it to the referee. And you actually rarely see them do this. Typically a ref will just tell them to do it over. But even here, looks pretty close. I think Shane gets it. And it is a rerun of the lag. Notice Shane will lag at an angle.
Any particular reason for that, Scott?
I think it's just something within the feel that he likes. Scott Frost and Scott Frost are here tonight.
Okay, I'm going to go. See you later, bud. Well, it's Dong Kok Kwang who won the second leg. He's going to break. Race to 5.
Wow, almost another golden break, but cue ball chasing down the 1 into the left middle. Let's see what the kiss come off of, the 7, then the 9. Very cruel.
Good to see some of the seats and the high tables at the back of the kind of breaking area. There you go. A few people have come in to watch. Tough tournament really to kind of figure out what you're going to do about coming to watch, just because you're not really going to come and see a winner, are you? You're not even going to come and see anybody eliminated. Hard to get your head around. But you can come and see some of the greatest pool players from all over the world. This guy here is regarded as the best of them all. SVB, Shane Van Boening, 5-time US Open champ, world 9-ball champion, couple of world pool masters, defending Premier League champion, and there's a whole host of others to the list. And he wins the first rack with the help of a scratch on the break of his opponent. 1-0 SVB. Table 2, young Cledio Capji. I say young because his older brother is in this very tournament. He's 3-2 up over Lucius Yap. Let's just have a little look where he sits in the league table, because he's doing all right, the young man. He's in 6th, 5 wins from 8. That's pretty good going. In a spot here though off the break. Hooked on the blue too.
Breaking from our left side. Got into those balls real heavy. No trouble here, just Drip the 2 in. Flick the bottom of the 9. It was actually tracking towards the right side a little bit. Can afford to catch this a little thick. Speed at which he'll hit it. Well, just peered it right into the heart.
Started at such a young age, didn't he, SV? I wonder how many balls he's potted in his long career. I wonder what the number would be. We could do with Michael McMullen. I'm sure he'd give us an idea.
Probably also give us a day, and if it was raining or cloudy. We're referring to our colleague, the color commentator, Michael McMullen, legendary golf commentator and partner with Phil Yates. The guy is absolutely amazing when it comes to asking him a day of an event, what the weather was like, and you could ask him 35 years ago, not joking. He's done it with us many, many times. Shout out to Michael McMullen and our man, Phil Yates.
Yeah, couldn't be here because they're working at the snooker tournament that is in Telford. I think it's the Players' Championships. What about that for a positional shot there?
I mean, really thumped it forward. The rotation never actually stopped, carried all the way to the top rail. Didn't quite understand that one. I don't know if we'll get another look. Wonder if he was trying to come out past the 8 there and just kind of let up a little bit. Or if he was just going to the left side. He did tickle the 8. Yeah, let's get another look here. Yeah, so he really tried to pump it. I feel like he was trying to beat the 8 coming out. We'll never know. Just going to try and leave him end rail to end rail here, I think. Shane might take this on. Could 2-rail the 8 back down towards the bottom here. Just kind of stun kill the cue ball with a high inside. Catch it full. Well, he tried to play that ball rail first. Almost whiffed it. Kind of what's going to happen when you use a lot of right. Oftentimes it won't come back in time on fresher cloth.
This is to tie it up. One apiece. SVB. Missed an opportunity there. Yep. To get level at 3 apiece hit. Such a cool customer. currently in seventh place, just under the man he's playing. They're actually both on 5 points out of 8 matches played, so that's 5 wins. And they're still neck and neck here at 3 apiece.
Kiss from the blue 2 on the 9. The 1 did go.
Nine ball was going towards the side pocket.
Yeah, the 5 a big ball here, right? I don't know that he can play the 2 to the top right anyway, with the bridge being so hampered. Well, forget about it. Made it look easy.
Yeah, he's got a little shot into the side pocket here. Looks like he can play the green 6-8 combo, doesn't need to try and come over in that little gap on the left. Still got to play a few nice shots though, doesn't he, Freeze?
Yeah, you want to stay above this.
Yeah, above the 6. Excuse you, Scott.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, the weather is, it's cold. I come from Arizona where it's warm, and I have struggled this week quite a bit with the sinuses, and I've not been sick, not saying that, but throat will get dry. And this is why I felt like you needed to come out towards the center a bit more. Yeah, you're always going to lose the 6 when it's that thin, so you either got to put something heavy into it or really drag it. It really all started with the purple 5, right? You don't get over enough towards the center. This is going to be the problem. You just one rail the 6 and try and get over behind the 7 with the cue ball.
Play a couple of banks, don't you? Well, lost the plot with the cue ball.
We've seen them all really struggle this week with the cross sides.
Kind of landed in the 50-yard area.
Does he have an angle to where he could just drift the 6 to the left long rail and float between the 7 and 9? I mean, it looks natural. Shane not really looking to play safe. Now, this has been the story, this rack.
Yeah, we set record times in the previous match. That lasted about 25 minutes. Oh, wow, both points of the side pocket there. That was close.
I'm telling you, I don't remember when somebody's made a cross side that I've covered in the last 3 days. I think Shane actually rolled one on day one. He missed one and then rolled one on day one, but I don't remember too many being knocked in.
Yeah, both players having chances. Shane was a bit unfortunate. It was a good effort on the bank. It's the young Cledio Catchit over on the other table who's got to the hill first. Both these players on the same amount of matches and the same points.
Can you imagine how good Cledio will be in the next 5 years? If nothing changes, he continues to put forth the work.
Yeah, fairly new to 9-ball. Spent a few years on the snooker table. Needs a random ball.
And he's going to be real frustrated from that. One wasn't even close to the right side. Didn't catch him thin. Layouts are really funny, so maybe, just maybe, a ball separated within the rack there. Want to catch this ball going in softly. No, not that soft. Duong.
Yeah, it's gone wrong from Duong. This needs to hold up a little. Yeah, couldn't do much else. Play for a shot in the right centre. Needs an angle on the pink 4 because he's got to come quite far down the table. Got to make sure he gets past the 8-ball for a shot on the purple 5. Yeah, went forward with the cue ball. Yeah, just okay. Pull the cue ball back. That'll get the job done. Just like that, it's 2 apiece. What's he thinking to himself there, I wonder? Muttering something to himself, is it? I wonder what he's saying, what's going through his mind. The man on the right has done it all, seen it all, achieved it all. The young man on the left is about to try.
Yeah, I got to be honest. This year at the U.S. Open, Atlantic City, I was polling for that man that was just on the right to get number 6. That being said, we wouldn't have had it any other way. Gorst with the Gorst slam last year in a huge win versus SVB in the finals of the U.S. Open. Look at the way this cue ball has finished, Carl.
Yeah, it's going to be a push out. The next shot after the break. Must tell the referee you're going to play it. Or your opponent. And where do you roll the cue ball to? That's going to be the question. He doesn't have many options, does he? Okay, not so sure about this one. He might get this one back. Yeah, he's rolled out into a jump, but the 9 ball's making it very awkward with your bridge hand, the hand that goes on the table. Let's see where he can put his hand here.
Nah, it's not going to get it. Yeah, Shane not the type to really like to roll the ball. He can roll past the 6, but he could just pinch back. Find the gap between the 6 and 7.
Yeah, back up the right hand side of the table.
Yeah, and that cue ball on day 1 probably wouldn't have made it half that distance. Table really starting to play a lot more true as these guys continue on. Jeremy was touching on the equipment earlier. Nothing but the best here. As far as the Aramith pool balls, the Simonis cloth, the Rassin table. Deep pockets. Really making these guys work. Love it. Letting the stroke out.
Okay, SVB back in front, 3-2. Yap is at the table. On the other table, it's 4 apiece. This is the layout he's got to win the match. Can't separate these two. 6 and 7 in the league table. Both played 8. Both won 5. got to get the shot right, get the cue ball back.
Yeah, and I think that's a case of just not trying to overpower it, right? You try to overpower it, the 6 can be a little bit more missable. But you can afford to deal with the 7 from anywhere down here. Just get above where the 6 is at now. Yeah. Kind of landed awkward there. Look at the cluster, SVB. And that break, very odd. Turned out pretty good. The 2 leads directly to the 3. Yep, gonna finish this one out, Carl.
Yeah, just got to slot this 9 home.
And he has defeated Claudio Cacci 5-4. He will move just ahead of Cacci in the standings.
How's the pace of the cue ball? Do with it to go on a little bit more.
Here's another look at the break, Carl. It's really, to be honest, pretty odd, right? The layout here, but everything did kind of connect to the dots. It's just here on the purple 5. Well, he really doesn't like it. I don't think he's going to connect with the 8.
Do you think it's tight past the 7? Is this the issue?
Looks like he's pretty open here. Well, you called it, Carl. That's exactly what it was. I guess it seemed like it really bothered him.
Yeah, just his whole demeanour when he come round. It wasn't very positive. He wasn't sort of up for the shot. It was all a bit, don't like this one.
Yeah, that's why he was frustrated. He finished on the rail, right? The shot became about 30, 40% more difficult on the rail.
Smooths the ball in. Yeah, Shane is in 9th place. The first day when he won all 3 and went to sleep, you were thinking, here we go again. It's all changed from then on in. If Duong can win the point here, they're both on 4 points from 9 matches.
And we know it's not a traveling issue or a jet lag issue. He was here at the European Open. But in all of these players' defense, that's kind of why they set the format up the way it did, or it does. or do. It's a difficult format to stay consistent on in a race to 5. Anything can happen, as we saw in the last match. Sanjin, the local hometown professional, 2 golden breaks and an early 9, 3-9 combination. So you can really be defeated without doing much of anything wrong, if anything.
Three of 3, best of 3. Missed the 1 ball. It's gone on the top rail. Gonna have to be a safety. Where's the 1 go here? Yeah, just a little low. Yeah, running the cue ball. Using the green 6 as a blocker as well.
Yeah, and if he can't get past the 9, I guess he can. The pink would have him cut off to the right as well, so he can get past the 9. Like to come with a high ball softly, or at least not real hard. Yeah, I feel like that was pretty firm, but he got the distance and stuck snow very easily. Carl, you did a little video on the kick and stick. It is a huge shot for these guys on tour.
Yeah, everyone just seems to have got really good at it as well. Attempts to jump bank. It's the purple 5, going to come to the rescue.
Talking about shots that have developed or kind of gone away from the past to the future, I feel like the kick and stick is a lot more prevalent now versus even when I was almost in my prime, 20 years ago.
Why would that be, do you think, Scott?
Well, I guess maybe the equipment's gotten much better, right? Where the balls react a lot better, with the aramid balls, the cloth, the cues, like you were just touching on a few matches ago. I guess maybe that's got something to do with it. You can't imagine the shot's been overlooked. That's not probably the problem. I think it's just a little easier to execute nowadays. I don't know. And plus the information, right? Social media and everything that Matchroom's doing, and all the players really coming with the shot. It's easy to see now, and probably a little bit more information based, probably versus equipment based.
SVB strides to the cue ball from his chair. He knows this is available. One of them long ones, a little cutback. Don't let up on the stroke. He's missed that by some way. Is he going to get lucky? Yes, he is. Well, you can't beat a bit of Donald Duck.
You can hit the one coming from behind as well if you hit it a little short. And that's a great hit from where he was. I mean, a very, very good hit. Shane gives him the credit.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be very easy to come to the table there and kind of give it a bit of a whack, but he really looked at the angle and just thought, if I hit it, you never know. It looks like that will give him another visit to the table. few options here, it looks like. Could maybe go in behind it with a bit of left. Get the one ball down on the back rail. Cue ball is exposed a little bit though, so if he doesn't get the one right, I don't think that's why he's refusing to play that shot. This has gone wrong. Not at the races, SVB.
No, that's 2 hits in a row that were incredibly thick and uncharacteristic. Definitely trying to clip that ball a lot thinner. Big scratch this is at 3 games apiece. Really kind of uncalled for. Coming off the 6. Gotta know that ball is there all along, right? And you could really manipulate how thin you wanted to hit the 1. That was all on Duong. He's a little thin here. This is definitely going to require heavy concentration. Does he come all the way around or just float it? I think he's going to wrap around 4 rails. Okay, so the adjustment was made from thick to thin. At this point, both players just not getting the job done. Who wants it more, Carl?
Good question. SVB is definitely looking like he wants the victory. He's up for it. He is. He's just struggling, isn't he? It's understandable. It's been a long 3 days. Long time here away from home. You know, we've had the European Open.
Yeah, and then a little break in between. March Madness, they call it. Well, I mean, it has just been difficult, this rack, for both guys. I mean, he has fallen straight. I don't think this is any type of problem. You can just pinch back and take the cut on the 8.
SVB. He's grinding away, isn't he? He's on the hill, 4-3 now. Table 2. Only 1 rack being played over there. Capito. He's won the opener. This is the table layout. Labutus is at the table this week. You know, this Premier League pool, we were expecting Labutus to be pretty consistent, like he usually is, but not quite happened. Okay, he's got a chance here. 2-ball into the side. Cue balls seem to be flying around the table.
Yeah, how straight is the 2 here? Can he just get forward to where he's thin on the 3? You don't want to get too heavy on the 3. Might be punching out. Yeah, so I felt like he stayed a little thin. Maybe he could avoid the 8. That probably wasn't the case. Thick like this, I don't think he can go backwards.
One good shot here. Just float it in and come back across the face of the purple. Purple 5 into the same pocket. Yeah, and a win here for Shane would put him above Tyler Steyer, going to 8th. It would put him level with Claudio Cacci on points 1. 5 from 9.
Yeah, really taking his time here, evaluating on what he can do with the green 6. I mean, now looking at the 6-9, and that's what I was about to point out. It's actually laying very good. There is a look at it. Just get a little below the 6 if you'd like, and he's going to come around. He didn't like it. Watch out, Brown. Got a favorable little rub there. Kind of feel like he intended to come towards the 7. That was by design. Well, it's been a very rough week for the Martian. Hasn't been exactly great for SVB. He is still alive. Martian will do everything he can to get better as the week goes.
Yeah, big point this for Shane. And you could sense it with how long he took on the 9. He knew it was a big pot. And it was a big point. SVB is finished for the evening. Up next, Eklund catch it against Tyler Steyer. I'll be right back in about 5 minutes' time.